So the only reason this video matters is if you care about having the most enjoyable human experience possible while we're on this planet. You know, if we're just like, you know what, I'm fine with being upset at a lot of things. I'm fine with kind of going throughout my day like, I can't wait till work is over. Can't wait till I get through this so I can go later, then have the fun. If we want to just like limit the periods of times where we can have fun and where we can't have fun, then this isn't really the video for you, because the whole point of this is to experience more joy in life. And I'm going to tell the things that have allowed me to literally, I used to hate writing papers. I love it now. I used to hate doing the dishes. I'd procrastinate it. I'd get a big pile of dishes. Now my dishes are always done because I don't even mind doing them. I rarely procrastinate things now because it's hard, because I don't mind doing them, because I can find joy in almost anything. Okay? So that's the whole point of this. If you want more joy, this is what it's about. This is what's helped me. Okay? So I'm just going to share a couple pointers that have helped me. The first one is to get rid of the mindset of get through it. Okay? Because here's the thing, right? When we have this mindset of, I just got to get through this, what we are doing is no longer being present with the action. And it is impossible to enjoy something if we're not present with it. I don't think it is possible at all to be enjoying, having fun doing something while at the same time thinking, I can't wait till this is over. The two things just don't make sense together. They just don't go. You cannot enjoy something if you're wanting it to end. Sorry, but we have to get rid of that mindset if we want to learn to enjoy things more. Okay? So the next thing is to get rid of this label of work. Because here's what we do, right? Consciously or unconsciously, what we do, and what I've found that I've done a lot in my life, is label things. This is work and this is play. This shit sucks. This shit's fun. And we put these labels on things before, like, let's not be so quick to judge these actions. Okay, and a perfect example, right, is I had a keyboard in my house growing up. I used to love playing around on that thing, making songs, figuring out how to play things and whatever. I'd have a great time playing this piano. And then as soon as I got piano lessons, and my piano teacher was like this strict, hard old lady that would be like, you have to learn it like this and da, da, da. And I'm not saying practice isn't good. Practice is great. But she didn't teach it in a way that brought passion into it. She taught it in a way that made it work. Right? And guess what happened? I started hating piano. I started labeling piano as work. And we do this to a ton of things. If in your gym class growing up, maybe your coaches told you have to run, you must run, you must run. Now everyone hates running, but actually running is so enjoyable. Running is one of the most natural, fun things humans can do. Children run around having fun all the time, but now we label it as work, label exercise work, labeling shit as work. We are so quick to judge. Instead, let's just be a little more open-minded, go into it more open, and just say, I'm just going to see this activity for what it is. No labels, no nothing. I'm not calling it work. I'm not calling it play. I'm not calling it anything. I'm just saying this is a thing to do. And we're just going to do it and see what it's like. You know, and we'll find that when we do that, what I found is it completely changes how much I enjoy this. Like I said with the dishes, let's look at what really is the art of doing the dishes. What even is that? The people who label it work, here's what dishes is. I gotta get through it. I gotta finish this, scrub it hard. And the next one, there's so many dishes. Oh, my brother put another one on the pile. That's a great way to have a horrible time and be miserable. And if you apply that to every activity in life, it's a miserable life. This really makes a big impact on my life and my overall happiness. These mindsets, right? So, but how could we look at the dishes instead? All right, instead of saying labeling it work, let's just look at it for what it is, right? I am standing here, I grab a thing, and I take another thing, sponge, plate, label, plate, sponge. I have a plate, I have a sponge, Let's just say I have a thing and I have a thing, and I put it under the water. I'm feeling the sensation of the water on my hands, and here's what I'm doing. Well, isn't that kind of like a dance? It's just kind of like, ooh, okay, next one. Ooh, and I don't have to label this at all. It's just an activity. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, and then the next one, and then the next one. And we're kind of getting with this groove. We're getting with this vibe. I play some music with it, and now it's the whole thing has just turned into this beautiful dance. Look at writing a paper. Like I said, I used to hate writing papers. Now I love it. Why? Because I've realized writing is an art. It's not, I'm not about, I gotta finish this paper, I gotta get my 5 pages, I don't even think about page count. I'm just present with the action of writing and enjoying the art of it, writing the best paper I can, putting my heart into it. It's an art. It's like drawing, painting, writing. It's another one, you know? Even like right now in my life, I'm actually on a time constraint because I have a whole bunch of things to do before I'm about to leave and go on a trip. Instead of me being like, oh crap, I got a whole bunch of things to do, work, this sucks, can't wait till it's over and I'm on the trip. No, instead, I've made a plan, and it's like a game plan. I've turned this whole thing into a game. Oh, well, I have this, and then I have this, and then when I get this done, it's the next part of the game, and it's like I'm moving on. It's like quests. You know, you're playing like a story mode game. Just turn things into a game. And guess what? In life, when some surprise thing comes into life, that's what we call a surprise side quest. Oh no, my battery ran out on my car. Surprise side quest. What are we gonna do about it to fix it? This is a game. This can be the mindset. This has literally happened to me. My car battery ran out once. Instead of me getting crazy frustrated about it, I just thought about it like a game and said, okay, here's what we're gonna do about it. You know? So with this sort of game thing, right? Here's an important key. And by the way, a lot of what I'm sharing today has been influenced by Alan Watts. Highly recommend you check out Alan Watts. He's hilarious philosopher, really great perspectives, very influenced by a lot of Eastern religions, and he's made a big impact on my life. But anyways, another part of this, right, is let's stop taking everything so seriously. And this kind of goes into the game, have fun with it kind of mindset. Playing the piano. Now let me put it like this, right? This is a quote from Alan Watts, and I might get the words messed up a little bit, but it was something like, there is no reason that you have to take anything seriously right now. I'm making a video. I don't have to be like, oh, I gotta make sure this video is right and people hear it correct and I structure it correctly. I can go into this serious mindset, or I can be, woo, I'm making a video. Whatever. I can guess what happened when I was walking up here. I got these like prickles. You see these little prickles on my shoe, and it kind of pricked into my sock, and it was like stabbing me. Instead of me being like, oh shit, I got pricked. Oh no, I gotta get these prickles out, taking everything so seriously, and be like, oh, I just got prickled by some things. Hello, little prickly pricks. And I unpick the pricks, make a little rhyme out of it. I'm picking the pricks, whatever. And now, instead of me getting super pissed off, I just enjoy it. When I spill something in my house, instead of me being like, oh shit, I spilled, I'm like, oh my God, look what happened. Whoa. Like, it's such a simple switch, right? But now let me make something clear, right? When I say we don't have to take everything so seriously, I'm not saying that everything is trivial. Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, blah, blah, nothing matters, nothing serious. We can be not serious, but sincere. And that is a direct Alan Watts quote. We can be not serious, but sincere at the same time. So when we play piano, we use this word play, right? We don't say I'm going to work the piano. We say we're going to play the piano. Why? But because it is meant to be enjoyed, right? But when you're playing the piano, you can put your heart into it. Playing the piano isn't necessarily a trivial thing. It can be really, it's an important game. It's something that matters. But you're putting your heart into it. But at the same time, you're playing and you're not taking it serious. We can apply that mindset to everything in life. this video, I'm not taking as a trivial thing. I care about this very deeply. I care about sharing my message with the world, and I hope that I can make a positive impact on just one person, maybe. I don't know. Worst case, I'm just sharing, but like, this is really important to me, but at the same time, I don't take myself seriously. I'm not about everything. I take it sincere, but not serious. Okay? Now, oh, there goes my notes. I guess I'm holding this now. Part of this, sincereness and not seriousness, well, I don't know. This is just sort of maybe a separate thing. But like, let's live life kind of like how we go about singing or dancing. When we're singing and dancing, we're not doing this action for the sake of getting an outcome or getting a result. We're doing the action purely for the sake of doing it. The purpose of dancing is to dance. It's being present in the dance itself. The purpose of singing is the singing itself. When you're listening to a song, the purpose of the song isn't to get to the end of the song. No, it's to be there in the moment of the song. The same thing goes with all of the actions that we do in life. Don't make the purpose of what you're doing the outcome. Yes, you may be doing dishes so that you can have clean dishes. That may be the original reason why you're doing the dishes. But when you're actually in the moment of doing the dishes, don't think about it like that. Just be in the moment and be like, all right, I'm doing this just to do it. That's the whole point. You know, that is what music is about. It's doing the thing for the sake of doing the thing. No ulterior motives. That's how we can live life. And honestly, I think that that's what the whole universe and all of nature is doing. In fact, my personal opinion, you know, everyone has different beliefs and that's fine. But like my personal opinion is I really feel like the purpose of life itself is life itself. It's not to achieve some outcome. It's not to hit some sort of status before you die. To me, the purpose of life is to live, to experience this human experience, you know? But if we're always thinking about outcome, we're never present. And we're never experiencing. We're not even here. The funny thing is, outcomes are in the future. Outcomes don't even exist. They're made up in your head. The present is the only thing that exists. So let's experience this. And when I look around at nature, when I look at a tree, now this may be a little weird to say, but you know what? I really think this way. What is the purpose of this tree? I think the purpose of the tree is to be a tree. You could say the purpose of the tree is to grow seeds, drop seeds so that it can reproduce. Okay, well then what's the purpose of the seeds? Purpose of a seed is to become a tree again. And the purpose of the tree is to make seeds. And it goes seed, tree, seed, tree. What's the purpose of this whole cycle of seed, tree, seed, tree, seed, tree? To be beautiful. Because it's cool, because it's just an enjoying thing. It's almost like tapping your foot when you're dancing to a song. It's like seed, tree, seed, tree. It's a vibe. This is what all of nature is doing. There's a theory of the universe that the universe is expanding and then one day it will collapse into nothing and then we'll have another big bang. There's this theory that it's called the oscillating universe theory, and that there's been multiple big bangs. That makes a lot of sense to me because I think that there's no purpose that the universe is doing this beyond the doing it itself, because doing it itself is so beautiful. The fact that there is a universe and things are happening is so cool, so beautiful. To me, that is the purpose of life, because this shit is awesome, you know? Well, that's a purpose of life. I think there's other purposes as well. Like I want to make a positive impact on the world and bring happiness to more people and just make the world a more enjoyable place to live in. Like, you know, I have all that stuff. Totally. Yes. But like, on a universal level, this is what I see what nature's doing. Like night and day. There's this, all of these are just these cycles. Why are they happening? I don't know, but they're really awesome. Like, that's how we can approach our lives though. Is like we are a piece of nature, by the way. So it makes total sense if this is how nature operates, doing things for the sake of doing them because it's beautiful. We can operate in the same way. The reason the reason to do things is because Of course, now I'm making this video also to like maybe hopefully help people, but like I'm also enjoying this experience. This is my natural expression. You know, I'm not sitting here like, gotta make an outcome happen. I'm just expressing. I'm doing just what the tree's doing. The tree's expressing the branches, you know? Maybe this video's getting a little woo-woo, but this is truly how I feel. This is what's really kind of helped me live a happier life. And the last point I wanna touch on real fast is that let's look at our jobs, right? Maybe your job is preparing food. Maybe it's cleaning, sweeping the floors. Maybe it's nursing. Almost any job out there is providing some kind of service to people. You know, even if your job is cleaning the floors or taking out the trash, which I have done in a job before, you know, I can think of it like, oh, I'm cleaning the floor because this is a like, look at, I'm giving love to people by cleaning the floor. Because then when people come in, it's nice and clean and people don't have to step on dirty, sticky shit. You know, like nursing and anything in the health areas of jobs is like helping people heal. You know, there almost any job, like food service, like if you work at Chipotle or I worked at well, I wasn't the one preparing the food, but it was like a food packaging company. Like actually I have worked at a cookie packaging company, so I was preparing cookies. So it's like I can look at that like I am making something for people that is going to make them smile. I'm giving a service. You know, when we think of how our action is like helping people, for me, it really makes the action more fulfilling and enjoyable. So I don't want the video to get too much longer after this, but one thing I do want to say is it's important not to be dismissive of our emotions. It is okay to feel pain. It's okay to not be happy. It's okay to not be enjoying something. You know, this video, the purpose of the point of this video isn't to say like, you shouldn't ever feel upset. You should always feel happy doing everything all the time. Like, no, of course not. We have to allow ourselves to feel upset. That's part of life, you know? But all the stuff I talked about in this video is kind of preventative. It's kind of prevents the unhappiness from happening in the first place, so we can be more happy while doing stuff. But if we're already not enjoying things, it's important to feel the emotion and actually process it. So with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to help support the channel, please drop a comment, please like this video, and please subscribe. I hope you all are doing well, and I love you, and peace.